All right, so today I'm gonna do a quick review on the Vertex 3.5 inch suspension kit for the 2021 Toyota Tundra Limited. This is a 4-wheel drive, and so anyway, I did a couple other videos on the tires because my biggest goal when I got a lift in tires was I wanted to keep the truck as stock as possible. And you reuse the stock wheels, which is what these are, 20-inch wheels painted black. I also wanted to make sure that I didn't have to cut any plastic off, including this piece, or do a body mount chop back there. So I did have another Tundra where I had wider rims and tires, and I dealt with all kind of chopping, taking off the mud flaps, you know, cutting this little spat off, or taking it off and cutting a big piece out of here where you can see the back of the fog lamps. I didn't want to have to do that again, so on this one I went ahead and did the 275/65 R20 Nitto. These are Recon Grapplers ATs. I went ahead and did this size. The stock size of the tire from the factory was also a 275, so keeping the same width was something I wanted to do here. Now a few things that I really like about that obviously is not having to get into the cutting the plastic, obviously not rubbing the upper control arm or getting close to that upper control arm, so I still have, you know, a good finger width away. And depending on the way you turn, this actually, you know, gets a little tighter or wider, and it's just the way the tire sits when you turn it. But this 275 has been really good. It rides really nice, really soft ride, and in fact, it's really better than stock. It's quieter, it's a thicker tire, and but it fits really nice in the wheel well. Moving on to the lift itself, this is a 3.5 inch Vertex rough country lift. As I said, this is a 4-wheel drive 2021 Toyota Tundra Limited. I mean, what can I say? This is probably the best suspension I've had on a vehicle, and it's been a few. What's really cool about it is I thought that it could potentially be a little bit maybe shaky, noisy, maybe rough, but honestly it blows stock right away. I mean, there's no comparison. This is a much heavier duty, much more stable suspension system. It is adjustable. There are other videos that go through this. You know, it goes, I think, from either 0 or 1 to 8. And as you go higher on the number, it gets stiffer ride. And I think that the standard or stock ride, they call it, is 4. So I have it on 4. And then 1 is super soft, and then 8 is really, really stiff. But I just leave it on 4. I don't do much off-road at all. You know, in fact, I'm on concrete most of the time. So it's a great ride, really, really good. So that's kind of the gist of it. Like I said, I wanted to keep it as stock as possible, but obviously do the off-road look and style and feel, and you know, this is the perfect kit in my opinion. I'd also recommend having someone install this for you. You know, it could run anywhere from $400 to $500, or maybe a few dollars more depending on where you live. But I put on a lift kit myself on the last truck, and you know, it does take a while, and it is a little bit tough, and you still have to go get the front end aligned and all that when you get finished. So I just went to a place and had them do it all at once, and it's been great. So I'll take you around to the other side just to show you what that clearance looks like over here. So you can see, you know, it's a good probably 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch from the edge of that tire. You know, as you turn, it might get a little tighter, maybe it's a 1/2 inch or so, but I don't rub the spats. You don't see any marks or anything. And you know, full lock, no issue at all. So this is the back side of it over here. So, yep, and it came with everything, differential drop spacers and all that stuff for the brake lines and such, extenders. So this is the driver's side. I'm gonna come back around and show y'all the rear shocks. So these right here is the rear setup. These are definitely much more heavy duty, I'd say, than stock. Obviously, if you got the Pro, that's probably debatable, but even the Pro, these are definitely, you know, thicker, beefier shocks. It does ride really great. These are also adjustable. And, you know, obviously they look good too. So, that's the rear for you. See if I can get in here and see it again. And there's the adjustment right there. So you just twist this one way or the other. 8 is gonna be the stiffer ride, 1 will be the softest. And like I said, I think they recommend just if you do a normal drive and leaving it 4. And I'm telling you, it's a really, really good ride. You get that kind of little stiff feel, but also it's smooth too. You know, you're not getting beat up. So there's the reservoir for that one. Oh, one thing I will suggest you do get, if you get this kit, so this is a 2-piece drive shaft, and I did get a little shutter when I first had this kit installed. So I did a little research, and what it is since this is a 2-piece drive shaft, this knuckle right here was, you know, up a little bit higher to the frame, and that was the shutter you were feeling. I was feeling as soon as it started to shutter, it would stop, but it was every time I'd start from a stop, it would shutter. So you can get from Rough Country this kit right here. This is a spacer kit. It comes with 6 of these little blocks, and I put 3 on this side, 3 on the other side, and I reused the bolt that comes stock on your truck. I reused that one. There was no reason to reuse the one or use the one that they gave me, so I reused the stock bolt. I did use thread locker on it, and so yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to come off of there, and it really isn't. These are 30 foot-pounds each. So if you do get this, you want to tighten it back up, 30 foot-pounds, and I did confirm that with Toyota. So I put a little thread locker on there, red, and put it right back up in there, and plenty enough thread to do what it's got to do. So that completely eliminated the shutter. So 0 shutter, and that's what they make it for, is for that. There's the other side, shock, and this one's back here. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I you know, the going with the keeping the stock wheel, going with the stock width, and just increasing the height by 10 from a 55 to a 65 is a perfect setup for me. If you don't want to modify any of the plastics, if you want to cut panels and deal with all that, I will say this: road noise is literally none. I got no road noise. These tires are quiet. I think keeping the spats on, not cutting this stuff out where wind can get in there, I think that is also necessary. But it's quiet. It's super quiet. It rides smooth. There's no vibration in the steering wheels, no knocking, no anything. You know, surprised that these trucks don't come this way. You know, they really should. But let me back up and show you. So this is it right here. And I'd say you know, I'm about 6 foot, and you know, the truck itself comes up to about my kneecap. Not sure if you can see that, but the truck itself is about kneecap height. You know, 20-something inches high, I guess, off the ground. And I'd recommend getting the amp research steps. You know, these allow you to get a little bit more height, at least visually. They tuck up out the way, and you know, they look good, but they're also functional. So those are really cool. Anyway, so hope this helps some of you guys out. Like I said, the most important thing for me is keeping as stock as possible, but getting a better ride, a more capable ride, in case I decide to, you know, do a little adventure riding or something like that. But the rough country Vertex lift is really great. Price point was really good, competitive, and what else can I say? You know, really enjoying the truck. I like the truck a lot better now with it, and I do get some questions. I do get looks and things like that, so that's kind of cool. And being the last gen in this body style with the V8, the 4-wheel drive, I think it's only gonna get better. So appreciate you guys watching. Let me know if you got any questions. I'll be happy to answer them, and good luck.